So Camellia is trying to determine the equation of a line that passes through 2 points. One of the points is x is -1 and y is 16, and the other point is 5 and 88. Now she does her work and she gets that she thinks this is the equation, right? F of x equals 12x plus 28. The question is she right? I love this question because we've had quite a bit of practice with finding the slope and then using one of the points and the slope to find the y-intercept and come up with the equation of the line. Well, at the end of that whole process, what do you have? You have your two starting points and you have something that you think is the solution. The question is it the solution, right? So this question kind of allows us to think about what does it mean for this function f of x equals 12x plus 28 to really be the equation that hits these 2 points? Well, basically what it means is, hey, these points have to work. In other words, when I plug in that x is -1, right? I have to get, and that goes in for x, and that would go in here. When I plug that in, I have to get 16. And when I plug in that x is 5, I have to get 88. And both of them have to work, not just one of them. So if I want to check this, I'm going to say, hey, let's go ahead and put in -1 for x. So that looks like 12 times -1, and then plus 28, which is -12 plus 28, and if I combine -12 and 28, I get 16, which is great, right? This totally is exactly the value that it should be, right? This function takes -1 and it gives me 16. So it works for the first point. Now, if we could just check and make sure that it works for the second point, we'll be in great shape. So for the second point, what we're going to do is we're going to take this 5 and we're going to plug it in for x in both locations. And we're going to see if it produces 88 as the output. If it does, then we know it works for the second point as well. So we'll go ahead and take the number 12 and we're going to multiply it by 5. And then we're going to add 28 to that. And we're looking for a value of 88. 5 times 12 is 60. And it turns out that 60 and 28 more than 60 is exactly 88. So again, it does a great job and it works. So I know that this function f of x equals 12x plus 28 is indeed the line that goes through these 2 points. And I can say with confidence, if this was if I had to get this, I've got this 100% correct, because it does what it's supposed to do, right? It gives me the values that I need.